Visuals on your screen this moment, as you can see, a sea of red with EFF supporters that have gathered in support of the EFF leader, Julius Malema. Let's pick up Sakina Kamwendo now, who joins us. SK, we saw on the other end of the court precinct, we saw what looked like EFF supporters entangled in a bit of a scuffle with what appeared to be the officials. What can you tell us about that? Did you see it, and what are you seeing where you are right now?
And welcome back to East London as I try to have myself heard above the chanting, the singing behind me. And I can tell you, this is behind me, the road leading to the court. And in front of me is the stage on which Julius Malema, from where he will be addressing the EFF supporters who've come out in their numbers. And in the street behind the stage, I can actually see from my vantage point more EFF members marching through the streets of East London, and the traffic being brought to a standstill here in the city of East London. It is, of course, as we await to find out what's happening in the pre-sentencing hearing inside the court. Abongile Yankees is, of course, there, but we do know that they've had to move to a bigger courtroom, and, of course, waiting to see how things proceed there. But Mkolisi, you, of course, will have a better vantage point in terms of what's happening there. But behind me here, the EFF faithful coming out in their numbers. And of course, we have Amini, who is the EFF faithful, now addressing the crowd. As I can't compete with this, I'm going to let you listen.
Fighters, this is what is happening inside. The magistrate gave us a small courtroom that could not accommodate the family of president, the leadership, and we went to speak to the magistrate. So the magistrate has given us a bigger courtroom. So don't panic, we're in charge inside here. Now, fighters, they're at the door. What I say? So commander, don't rush this thing. Come back, move this side. No fighters at the door there. Move this side, move away from the car of the president. Now, what is happening? Because we had to change the courtroom. So we had to move the media, even our own media, to do new connections. So we're not going to start until this thing is live here on TV. So you don't have to panic, try to go inside. The media is still setting up. We told you that we are in charge of East London. We are in charge now. So don't panic, they're going to switch on these screens. Everything that is going to be said, everything the magistrate is going to say, we're going to hear ourselves. We're not going to be told the story. So there must be maximum discipline. The fighters there, they must move away from the car there of the president where you are. Don't rush this thing. So keep them commanding. Manje, hayihlale phansi. High moral. High moral. High moral. High moral. High moral. Ayihlame fighter, ayihlame. Ayihlame fighter, ayihlame. Ayihlame fighter, ayihlame. Ayihlame fighter, ayihlame. Amanda. So let's allow these screens so that we can listen, all of us, so that there must be no confusion. Let's protect our own revolution. Remember, we told you that they've planted some agents amongst you. Protect your revolution. Protect your own organization. The leadership is inside here. We're in charge. We're not rushing anywhere. If the magistrate is saying today she's tired, tomorrow we're here, Sunday we're here, Monday we are here until we close this matter. So let's remain calm, let's remain patient, let's listen to the DOR, listen to provincial leaders, regional leaders, listen to the marshals, maximum discipline to a fighter next to you. Amandla!
And of course, Mkolisi, you heard the command there from Marshal Dlamini, but of course, the faithful here waiting to see what is happening in court as well.
Those screens are all was starting very
So,
Chuchu silamulele, 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 safa, 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 sape, safa. Safa, Safa, Sape. Safa, 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 Sape. Silamulele, 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 Silamulele. Safa, 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 Sape. Safa, Safa.
All right, let's take you back to the courtroom. We can see there Magistrate Twanit Olifir is making her way back in, but also what you are seeing now on your screens, we are back to back with visuals from outside of the court, where we just heard now from Sakina Kamuwendo bringing us up to speed with the latest developments, where we can now bring you an official update from the East London Magistrates Court, where you've also heard from the EFF General Secretary, who's just confirmed that a larger courtroom has just been secured to accommodate proceedings in the matter involving the EFF leader, Julius Malema. And this follows those earlier reports that the initial courtroom did not have the capacity to accommodate the number of people that are present. And this move is expected to allow proceedings to resume without further disruption. As you can see there inside the courtroom, EFF leader Julius Malema looking pretty calm from where I'm seated at this moment. And what we're told right now first would be to deal with procedural issues also that were relating to a witness, which we are told is potentially a social worker that is expected to appear for the pre-sentencing phase. And then secondly would be to address the logistical challenge that has now been addressed, which was that move where the legal teams, were told, had to ask for a bigger courtroom to accommodate everyone.